Hello everyone and welcome back. I am PandaPops, and in today's video I am going to be talking a little about the reasons why I have not gone full-time crypto yet. Before we get into it, I am PandaPops and I like to bring you blockchain gaming and crypto related content. If that is something you like, don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. Leave a comment down below on what sort of blockchain games, crypto related stuff you would like me to cover, and I will take a look into them. Anyway, let's get into the video. So many of you have in fact asked me whether I'm full-time crypto, how much do I earn, why have I not gone full-time if I haven't, and yeah, just things like that, and how lucrative is blockchain gaming. Now, there are a few things that I do in fact do within crypto where I have talked about them a lot. Number one is I am a pre-launch asset artist for the Sandbox. What this means is anybody that is a pre-launch asset artist for the Sandbox gets given a theme in a month, and we have to create assets within that theme, and we are the people that are creating enough assets so that when the metaverse does in fact go live, that there is assets there that you can purchase or use to build your games. So we get paid per asset. There are lots of different things to take into consideration. I wouldn't say it's the most lucrative. It depends on how many you end up making, the quality of them, if you can do your own animations. Things like this will be factored into how much you receive. And it's not enough to obviously replace my actual income. I do in fact work only part-time. The hours aren't the best, but the hours are enough to slot into the life that I'm living. But bearing this in mind, I do also stream for the Sandbox and get paid that way as well. Both payments are in Sand, which is also good and bad. So the good is, you know, I think that it's going to become a brilliant metaverse and a great game in the future, and so I'm very happy to be holding Sand. The obvious downside is that I then have to cash that out and move it over into fiat currency to, you know, pay bills and things like that, which is a little bit of an inconvenience, but not too bad. Plus, I also don't really like withdrawing from my crypto portfolio unless I have to. I much prefer to be holding long term. With that, so that's the Sandbox out of the way, and I would very much, with the streams that I do and the assets, I would potentially over the course of a year, and slightly less than what I do at my part-time job, so I could potentially quit and do that full time, which is something I have been considering. Another thing is YouTube. Now, YouTube does not pay as much as you would think it does, but it is a nice little bit extra to go into that, and the good thing about YouTube is that money gets paid over into my AdSense, and then that gets automatically paid into my bank account, so that is no issues with having to exchange crypto or anything like that. And then we go into some of the other realms of crypto. So Axie Infinity, obviously play to earn game. Have I cashed any out? I have cashed very small amounts out. At one point I was playing the game and then cashing out some of that SLP. I was doing about half and half, so I was keeping half in Ethereum and then cashing the other half out to go pay for my food bill for the entire month. And that was back when SLP was averaging between 2 cents to 3.5, 4 cents. So I was very happy to do that. I've also calculated a lot that if I did play Axie pretty much full time, earning a certain amount every single day, that would easily be able to replace my income. Now, I am very much into, I wouldn't want to just play cash out, cash out, cash out. I would want to be reinvesting back into the game because I do in fact enjoy the game and I see the future in Axie. And this goes the same with a lot of other play to earn games. War Riders, for example, I have withdrawn BZN and then bought a better vehicle with that BZN. So I've reinvested back into the game. It's a fun game. First and foremost, when I am playing these blockchain games, I do want to be playing them. I'm not playing them to earn money. I'm playing a game because I enjoy the game and it is a benefit to be earning money from them. Everything that I do actually earn from doing these crypto games and the prospect of cashing out, and obviously the increase in price as well, so holding on to the AXS that I bought earlier this year is obviously significantly higher right now than it was when I bought it. I've not cashed out, I've staked that, and the staking rewards currently, the staking rewards over the past sort of 25-ish days, I think it is more than what I earn in 3 months at my job, is what I've earned in staking rewards. And that would be like, okay, that's like 3 months worth of work. I could just not work for 3 months. I have seriously considered not working. So the one reason that I have not actually quit my job and gone full-time into crypto, YouTube, and everything else that I could be doing is purely because I have a house with a mortgage, and at the end of the mortgage term, we are going to be selling this house to move into a better place. This was a house that we got purely because it was on the market at the right price and we needed to get onto the property market at the time. So we bought the best house within our price range then. Now, however, it's getting too small. Now I'm doing this, I don't really have an office space. I'm literally in my dining room. There's a green screen up, the dining table's right there, kitchen's behind me. Like, it's not conducive to getting on with work. I definitely want my own sort of studio type room. In terms of getting a mortgage, at least in the UK, if you are self-employed, you need to have 3 years of books to be able to get a mortgage on that. Even though if I went to the bank and showed them, like, this is how much I'm earning from crypto, this is how much I'm being paid from Sandbox, this is how much I'm being paid from this, and this, that would not be good enough because you would need 3 years of books. Even if I'm profitable right now, they still need 3 years of history within self-employment, and I don't have that, and I won't have that when it comes time to move house. So that is one reason I've got to keep a job, or at least that's one reason I kind of need to. Now, with that in mind, could I potentially quit my current job and just hope to get another job a few months before we move house? So with that, I would have to have a job for about 2 months of pay slips showing that I'm being paid regularly from a regular employer. I could do that. I think it could be fairly stressful though to go through that, but it is something I am seriously considering because I do think that the benefits of being able to focus on Sandbox, YouTube, and all of these other blockchain games would outweigh sort of staying stuck at my current job where I have to go in stupidly early, and then by the time I'm finished, even though it's part-time, I'm not doing many hours, when I'm finished, I'm exhausted because it's a lot of physical work I do. So I end up being fairly exhausted and trying to then get on with doing videos, streams, stuff like that. I'm not there mentally to be able to do it. Sometimes I can push through it and that's great, but I really think that the benefit of me not working would be I would have this energy to be able to really be able to grind better. So it is something I am seriously considering whether I should go full-time or not. I have actually booked a week of holiday from work where I'm going to treat that as if I am not employed by my job, and I am going to go and treat it full-time in all of this just to see how it would work for me, how much I can actually get done. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be trying, and I've got that happening in 2 weeks. So yeah, let me know down in the comments, what are your thoughts? Do you think that I should go full-time crypto, and then before it comes time to sell up my house and move, do you think I should just grab any kind of part-time job? This is the other issue as well. I wouldn't want to then grab another part-time job where I'm having to work like 5-6 days a week for a few hours. It would have to, like, because I wouldn't want to then be putting YouTube and crypto on the back burner while I go through the process of selling and buying another house, because that process can either be really, really quick, or it can actually drag out for a while. So I wouldn't want to be in a situation where I'm working a job that I don't like again. It's always been in my mind that as soon as we move house, get a new house, I am quitting my job anyway. I know this isn't like a usual video, we're usually talking about games, stuff like that, but I just thought a lot of people had in fact asked in comments like whether I'm full-time, why am I not full-time, how much do I actually earn. I'm not going to break down point by point how much I earn. The amount that I earn from doing the sandbox and other crypto related stuff is within the same figure of what I actually do bring home from my job, plus also potentially a little bit more with a few other aspects thrown in there, with like, if I take into consideration AXS staking rewards, earning from Axie Infinity, I'm only taking into consideration in my figures how much I get from Sandbox, how much am I getting from doing other side projects as well, where I'm getting a somewhat more regular income and happy to cash that money out, and from YouTube as well. So I've not taken any games into consideration. I've not taken how much I'm earning from doing Axie Infinity, War Riders, and other ones like that, Alien Worlds. I've not taken into consideration those figures, mainly because I like to hold long term. I've also not taken into consideration the idea of selling any NFTs, and my portfolio is big enough that, let's say for example I was struggling, I could sell a sandbox piece of land and be fine with my bills and utilities for like 2-3 months, because I am super frugal and I barely spend any money. In fact, if you would like to know a breakdown on everything that it costs to run my household, what my outgoings and everything are, do let me know in the comments, because that's something I would be happy to share with you guys, and how I manage to keep everything as low as possible. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified when I upload new videos, and as always, have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Goodbye!